So our code worked fine in the last video, but it's not the best code that we can write. The reason is, first of all, we are iterating over all the contacts that we get in our trigger.new list. So this list can have many records. Suppose if you are creating 10,000 contact records using data loader or any bulk operation, then this for loop is going to have 10,000 contact records, and you will execute this line of code 10,000 times. So this means you are going to have this query executing and you are going to have this update statement running 10,000 times, which is definitely not allowed by Salesforce because we can only have up to 100 SOQL query in one single transaction and up to 150 DML statement in one transaction. So we need to optimize our code and we need to make sure that we do not hit any governor limits in case of bulk operations. So let's use our plain old pattern to optimize this code. So here we have an account ID, but we want to operate on multiple account IDs because these 10,000 records that you'll get can have different accounts associated with them. So you need to get all the account IDs at once so that you can run this query on all those account IDs in one single go. So what I'll do, I'm going to have a set of ID and I'm going to call it account IDs. You can also call it unique account IDs. It's up to you. And here in this set of account IDs, I'm going to add this account ID from my if block. Actually, I need to remove it from here and put it before the for loop. So now when you are inside this for loop, you can keep on getting these account IDs and you can add them inside this account ID set. So I'm going to use my add method on this set class, and here I'm going to add this con.account ID. So now we are capturing all the account IDs in this set. So we can modify this query, and instead of having the condition on one single account ID, we can include all our account IDs at once. So for now, I'm going to paste it after the for loop. And here I'm going to remove this equals to operator and I'm going to use my in operator. And here the variable should be the account IDs. So now I'll get my aggregated result, and here I'm going to copy my for loop again. Actually, I'm going to take it out from the previous for loop and I'm going to paste it here. Let me format it. So here we are going to have our results and we are iterating over those, and each and every single iteration we need two things. We need the account ID and the total contacts for that particular account. And we cannot call this update operation in the for loop because again we are going to hit the DML statement governor limit. So how can we capture this data in a better way? For that we can have a list of account that we can update later on. So let's declare one more variable. Let's call it list of account and I'm going to name it accounts to update. And here in this for loop, I'm going to remove this update statement and I'm going to add this account in my accounts to update list. You can also directly paste this statement within the add method itself. I'll show you how we can do that as well. So this will be another way to do it. So here I'll simply call my accounts to update and then the add method, and within this add method I'm going to copy this line. So this way you don't have to use an account variable and then add it to the list. But I'm going to keep the first version of it because that makes my code more readable, and that should be it. Now we can get rid of this SOQL query as well, which is there in our previous for loop. So let's take a look at our code now. First we are iterating over all the contacts that we get inside the trigger.new and we build a unique account ID set. Then we run an SQL query to get the account ID and the active contact for that account. And this time we are running this SQL query for all the account IDs that are there in our set. So this means we'll get multiple results for multiple accounts. So we have to iterate over these results again so that we can build our accounts list that we need to update. And that's what we are doing in this for loop. And now we can simply call our update DML statement on this list. And then let's save this code. Now let's try to deploy this code in our Salesforce org. And if we have any error in the code, we'll be notified. So there is no error in our code and it works fine. You can test it in your Salesforce org. I'm going to test it with one more new contact. So right now we are on the account page. Let's go to contact page, click on new. I'm going to name it as SFDC Facts Test 3. Let's select our SFDC Facts account. And this time I'm going to select the active checkbox. So our SFDC Facts account should have active contacts field value as 2 because this contact is also active. Let's go to our account and check the value of active contacts. So this means our code is still working fine, but now we are sure that this code will work even if you insert multiple accounts at once. So that's all in this video. In the next video, we are going to focus on our after update event.